Welcome to my class. I'm Pamela Jasmine. Today I'm going to teach The Patriot, a poem written by Robert Browning. The Patriot is a dramatic monologue. What is dramatic monologue? Dramatic monologue is a poem in the form of a monologue. Monologue means only a single person talks. Here, the patriot himself is the speaker. The speaker speaks on behalf of the poet. Now, the themes. There are mainly three themes in this poem. The first theme is human fickleness. What is fickleness? Fickleness is the wavering nature. That means the change of attitude. The love, respect, and concern shown to a person may subject to changes. So today we are respected by someone, but tomorrow that same person may insult us or may throw stones at us. See, everything is momentary. So if we are successful, don't be too proud about it, because tomorrow failures are waiting for us. So here, see, in this poem, the patriot, 1 year before, the same day, the patriot was welcomed with very respect and high pomp and show when he came to his own hometown. But now 1 year passed, and this same people is throwing stones at him. That is human fickleness. Then the second thing, that is rise and fall of glory. Same thing. So today we are successful, but don't be too proud of it, because tomorrow there may be failures. Nothing is permanent. Change is inevitable. So human ups and downs or rise and fall of glory is the second thing. Now, faith in God. That is the most important thing, because only there is hope in the faith of God. If we are faithful to God, then we have some hope. We can hope that if we have some serious problems, if no one can solve it, then God is there to solve it. God is the right judge, and we'll be rewarded only by God. These are the three themes. Now let us go to the poem. It was roses, roses all the way, with myrtle mixed in my path like mad. The house roof seemed to heave and sway. The church spires flamed. Such flags they had a year ago on this very day. Here, the patriot, the speaker, is recollecting his good old days or his past. Exactly 1 year before, on this same day, people respected, people honored him like anything. When he arrived his town, people welcomed him by throwing roses and myrtles on his way. Say roses. Rose is the sign of love, and myrtles. Myrtle is an evergreen plant. So they spread roses and myrtles all the way to welcome him. And the house roofs seemed to heave and sway. Sway, heave means move, and sway is a rhythmic movement. The house roofs are full of people. So many people were watching his arrival. They were standing there to welcome him. The house roofs seem to heave and sway. Here, the house roof is personified. The house roof is moving like humans. That is why we can call personification. The church spires flamed with flags they had. The church towers. Church spires means the tower of the church. It is decorated with multicolored flags, as if it is seemed as if it is flaming with the flags which are fluttering in the wind. A year ago on this very day. So exactly a year ago, people welcomed with roses and myrtles by spreading roses and myrtles all the way, and the house roofs were full of people to welcome him, and the church spires were decorated with multicolored flags, and that was the things happened 1 year ago. Then the air broke into a mist with bells. The old walls rocked with the crowd and cries. Had I said, "Good folk, mere noise repels, but give me your son from yonder skies," they had answered. Afterward, what else? So here he is telling the air broke into a mist with bells. So the atmosphere was sounded with bells. Ringing of bells shows the celebration. His arrival was celebrated by ringing bells, and the old walls rocked with the crowd and cries. People were standing on the walls also, and they were welcoming him with a great applause, with great sounds and cries. And had I said, "Good folk, mere noise repels, but give me your son from yonder skies," they had answered. And afterward, what else? This is a bit of exaggeration. So they were welcoming him with great applause. Then he would ask, if he would have asked them to catch the sun from the sky, then they would ask him what else did he want. That was the condition. People were honoring him. People were welcoming him with a great applause. But this is a great exaggeration. They would ask, and afterward, what else? This is exaggeration. Here, a poetic device is used, that is hyperbole, over exaggeration. Alack, it was I who leaped at the sun to give it my loving friends to keep. Not man could do have I left undone. And you are my harvest, and you see my harvest, what I leap. And this very day, now a year is run. So now he is coming to the present condition. Alack, it was I who leaped at the sun. See, here there is regret. The patriot is regretting that, see, it was I who leaped at the sun. Here there is a reference. That is a mythological reference. Icarus is a mythological character Icarus who dared to fly too close to the sun. That shows his overambition. And his wings melted because his wings were made of wax. So his wax wings melted, and he has fallen, he has plunged into the sea. This reference is given. It may be to show his overambition. So, alack, it was I who leaped at the sun. For what? To give it my loving friends to keep. He has crossed his limits to do something, to bring great glory to his friends. So, he who has alack, that shows his regret. Alack, that means alas, it was I who leaped at the sun. The patriot himself had leaped at the sun to get great glory to for his loving friends to keep. Not man could do have I left undone. He did not leave any work undone. He has done everything for the public or for his loving friends. And you see my harvest. Now he is feeling so sad. Now you can see what is my harvest for my hard work, what I reap, what is the reward I am getting. There is a bit sarcasm in it. This very day, now a year is run. This very day, a year ago what had happened. Now, what is the condition? There is nobody on the housetops now. That is the condition. There is nobody on the housetops now. Just a palsied few at the windows set. For the best of the sight is all allow at the shambles gate, or better yet, by the very scaffold's foot I know, I trod. So, now the present condition is described. There is nobody on the housetops now. Now, the patriot is being taken to the scaffold to be hanged. But for what crime or what mistake, what wrong he has done, it is not given. It is ambiguous. The readers are not clear about the crime for which he is being taken to the scaffold to be hanged. There is nobody on the housetops now, just a palsied few at the window set. For the best of the sight is all allowed. But now there is nobody to see him coming. Nobody is there on the housetops. Just a palsied few. What is the meaning of palsied few? Palsy is a medical condition. Only that is a paralyzed condition. So only those people who could not walk are at the windows or on the housetops, because they cannot walk. Just a palsied few at the window set. For the best of the sight is all allowed. What is the best of the sight? Everyone is allowed to watch him hanged. So at the shambles gate, where is the best of sight? It is at the shambles gate. What is shambles? It is a place of public execution. So everyone is gathered there to see him hanged. That is the best of sight. All are allowed to watch. Or better yet, better than that, what? By the very scaffold's foot I trod. And they may be standing at the scaffold's foot. Scaffold is the platform on which the person is hanged. So they may be standing there, I think. I go in the rain and more than needs. A rope cuts both my wrist behind. And I think by the feel my forehead bleeds. For they fling whoever has a mind stones at me for my year's misdeeds. So I go in the rain. Now the patriot is walking through the rain. It was raining. He is led to the scaffold. He is being taken to the scaffold to be hanged. Then it was raining. Rain is symbolic. That means he is losing all his dignity. So he is going in the rain. He is totally wet. More than needs. A rope cuts both my wrists behind, and his hands were tied. Both his hands were tied with a rope behind. And I think by the feel my forehead bleeds. See, he cannot touch and see whether his forehead is bleeding or not. So by the feel he could assume that his forehead was bleeding. For they fling whoever has a mind stones at me for my year's misdeeds. Whoever feels like were throwing stones at him for his year's misdeeds. What misdeeds he has done is not given. It may be, his overambition. Because of his overambition, he has done something, but it is not given. Or it may be sarcasm. So, they were throwing stones at him for his year's misdeeds. Why year's misdeeds? Because last year, the same people welcomed him with roses and myrtles. But now they are throwing stones at him. Thus I entered and thus I go. In triumphs, people have dropped down dead, paid by the world. What dost thou owe me? God might question. Now instead, it is God shall repay. I am safer so. So thus I entered. Where did he enter? He has entered the gates of death. So he is in the other world with God. Thus I entered and thus I go. He is going to the other world because he hopes he hopes for a better world after death with God. It is heaven. He is dreaming heaven for him. Thus I entered and thus I go. In triumphs, people have dropped down dead. In his success, people have dropped him dead. Paid by the world. That was the reward given by the world. What dost thou owe me? God might question. God might question him. What did he owe to God? Now instead, it is God shall repay. Whatever actions, whatever works he has done, he will get reward from God only. God is the right judge. Humans are nobody to judge anyone because we are also prone to mistakes. Everyone does mistakes. So we are no one to judge anyone. God is the right judge. God will reward us for our deeds. I am safer so. He feels safe with God because here in this world nobody is safe. Anytime anything can happen. People will turn against you. The people who loved you may turn against you. So we can't tell anything. Now we will go through the poetic devices. Now let us discuss the poetic devices. First of all, in the first stanza, we can see see alliteration. What is alliteration? The same sound is repeated. That means, see in the adjacent words or closely connected words, same sound is repeated. Here, myrtle mixed in my path like mad. So M is repeated. You can see myrtles mixed in my path like mad. So M is repeated. So what is alliteration? Alliteration is the occurrence of the same sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. So here closely connected words, myrtle, mixed, my, then mad. Again, see you can see the church spires flamed such flags. Flamed, where is flamed? F. Flamed and flag. F is repeated. So like that, so here we can see alliteration. Then next, metaphor. What is metaphor? Metaphor is an imaginative way of describing something by referring to something else. Here symbols, see rose, roses. Rose is the symbol of love. So here how people loved the patriot is shown by the symbol roses. Then again, see glory and power are symbolized by giving the symbol of sun. Sun shows power and glory. So here it is shown that sun from the good folk mere noise repels, but give me your sun from yonder skies. So sun shows his power and glory. Now we can see personification. It is discussed. So house roofs seem to heave and sway. Here house roofs are depicted as humans. That means seem to heave and sway. Next is hyperbole. What is hyperbole? That is also discussed. In when I taught the poem, it was discussed. What is hyperbole? Over exaggeration. So what is that? Here it is. See, when if he would have asked for the sun, they would have given, and they would ask, and afterward, what else? This is hyperbole. Afterward, what else? Then next is pathetic fallacy. what is pathetic fallacy? It is a poetic device that is given to express human emotions. See here, I go in the rain. I go in the rain. So that shows his loss of identity. So he is losing his identity, and his depressed condition is shown by that. See, I go in the rain. That is pathetic fallacy. Now, contrasting imagery. Contrasting imagery. So it was roses, roses all the way. He was welcomed with roses, but that same person was thrown stones. So people, instead of in 1 year before, he was welcomed with roses, but after 1 year, they are throwing stones at him. Okay, now a year is run. Then one more. Then see, the house roofs seem to heave and sway. But now there is nobody on the house roofs, or nobody on the housetops. That is also contrasting imagery. Again, the first answer mentions the church spires. Church spires being decorated with flags. But then at the scaffold, see here, see here it is nobody on the housetops now, sir, and they are at the shambles gate. Earlier it was church spires. Church spires were decorated with flags, but now he is led to the scaffold. And then another important contrast is the images from nature. When the speaker is at the height of his glory, he asks for the sun from the sky. But when he has lost all the glory, he walks in the rain. That is that imagery is taken. That images are from nature. So see, sun shows his glory, and rain shows his losing of dignity. Then the second stanza adds to the images of endless love. Endless love the speaker received from the public. And when he had asked for if he would have asked for the sun, they would ask him what else did he want. But now they are throwing stones at him. Then again there is irony. Here we can see the irony. See, in the in the first two stanzas, it was described how he was welcomed. In the beginning, they were welcomed. He was welcomed with flowers and myrtles, but now people are throwing stones at him. This shows the irony. That's all about the poetic devices. Study well. Have a good day.